All right, family, we're in the house. It's the general, baby. We back in the house. Been a minute, ain't it? Been a minute. But when your hands is in so many baskets and shit, you know what I'm saying? A motherfucker had to, you can't see me online all the time. You know what I'm saying? But most definitely, it's been a minute, and I intend to get back on the internet. You know what I'm saying? It's about time. You know what I'm saying? I had to take care of some business. You feel me? KingSeti.com online marketplace is most definitely in effect. You understand what I'm saying? I'll be doing a video after this, highlighting the new online marketplace where you can go get everything General Seti, everything official. Official. Uh I'm gonna just stick to the topic at hand because I know it's a lot of motherfuckers out there. I'm the one, nigga. I'm the one. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one. When motherfuckers, when you hear that dong, and nigga, the end is near, I'm the one. You bring motherfuckers too. Cause I'm guaranteed, nigga, to put them daggers in your chest that you just can't pull out. Uh Malachi Z York. And everybody know that, if you don't know, me and Young Pharaoh will be cracking heads August 4th, cracking heads. Malachi Z York exposed. You understand what I'm saying? And I mean, literally, nigga, you exposed. You know, a lot of people brought up some shit, but, when I got ready to debate polite, I most definitely brought out one of them manuscripts that nigga didn't know exists. And if they did, they hid that motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? They hid the, for me it's personal. You know what I'm saying? For me it's personal. Cause, I knew the nigga was on some UL, and let me give y'all a rundown on this nigga Malachi Z Young. See, a lot of motherfuckers think that niggas just become aware. I've been knew of that nigga straight up, long time ago. But I was more, I was started, fucking with him back, when he was in the Islamic, Nubian Islamic Hebrew. However, whatever that shit was. One of my uncles was a Muslim, and he had some material. And so that's when I became, aware of the nigga. As a Muslim. You understand? This nigga was the Mahdi. You understand what I'm saying? And so I had a couple of his materials. You know what I'm saying? Even, one of the ones on the white man. You know what I'm saying? And so let me bring my chat up. In case one of you niggas get some heart in your chest. In case one of you niggas get some heart in your chest, I could dig right on in it. We got who in the house? Oh, Patah in the house. Patah, what's up, dog? It's been a minute. I've been working on the marketplace, so it took me a minute. But listen, y'all motherfuckers know I'm gonna make up for all the time y'all see me. Believe me, I'm gonna make right back up for all the time missed. See, I've been to the nigga. And see, that's how I know truly the nigga's a charlatan. You understand what I'm saying? This is before the nigga even got into the situation the nigga was in. I knew the nigga was a charlatan because, I was studying under, Dr. Ben and Dr. Clarke, and, I'm studying the masters on ancient Egypt. I'm studying Chancellor, I'm studying Sheikh Diop. I'm studying John G. Jackson. And so I happened to be out on the streets, you know, and I seen some motherfuckers had some magazines, had ancient Egypt on it, and all this shit. And I looked at it and I said, wow, this shit, the graphics pull you in. And I said, okay, motherfuckers doing it on. So I opened it up. And immediately, when I started reading, I knew who it was because the damn platform and the way he wrote, it was just like the shit he was writing when he was a Muslim. And even the paper he used in his magazine, his magazines and shit, and his so-called books that before he became, a so-called new Wahabi and whatever. It was the same, it like the shit came off the same printing press. So when I seen the shit, I automatically knew who it is, but I say, well, goddamn, when did the nigga, shift to ancient Egypt? And then when I opened the shit up and started reading it, this nigga had intertwined the Bible and shit with Mesopotamia, with Egypt and Mesopotamia. It was all interwoven. And then I seen one where the nigga said Imhotep had married Abraham's daughter. I looked at that shit. I said, man, what the fuck is this shit here? You know what I'm saying? This was even before the nigga even got. So I was already knowing that it would now inside of some of the material, it's gonna be some information that you can work with. Okay? But it's intertwined with so much bullshit that is no way that you can accept that shit as firsthand research. Not at fucking all. That shit is garbage. You see what I'm saying? So, in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, again, I'm thinking to myself, damn, when did the nigga switch over? You know what I'm saying? How, because you was a staunch Muslim. I'm reading all this material before the nigga became into the Egyptian fold. And I'm thinking to myself, well, you know what, motherfuckers can become enlightened. You know what I'm saying? But when I picked up the book, I'm thinking but the nigga had not advanced. He had intertwined Egyptian characters, I'm not characters in a sense, but individuals into his Islamic Hebrew, and see how he usurped so many trains of thought. You feel me? This is how the nigga is. He's a chameleon. And see, he not gonna fool no motherfucking body that has a basis of all those ideologies. You're not gonna fool no motherfucking body. You see what I'm saying? And so that's his way, he's usurping a whole lot of trains of thoughts and combining them so each individual from each train of thought, they can find a piece of themselves in there. And that's the bait. You can't bait. You had to bait certain animals with certain types of bait. You can't bait them all with the same bait. You see what I'm saying? And so that was his way of, trying to, bring in all of it. So he usurps, and one of his ways of usurping, if you watch the nigga, okay, I'm nigga, you not running from me. I got your bitch ass. You see what I'm saying? I got your bitch ass. I know you, nigga. Because if you watch, the nigga was into the church, Holy Tabernacle Ministries and shit. Then the nigga was rabbi. You see, he was rabbi. Then he was Whatever he was, I don't know if he was I don't know what his official title was when he was in the ministry. But then when he was into the Islamic, Nubian Islamic Hebrew, see, you pulling in from the Nubian aspect. Then you pulling in from the Islamic, then you're pulling in from the Hebrew aspect. So now you got three folds of motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? That you done blended, which in actuality, they have no, compatibility at all. Because ain't no motherfucking Islam or no motherfucking Hebrew existed at the time of ancient Egypt. So see, the nigga he's time, so he's warped time in order to, to blend in all these trains of thoughts. And all of them, and and then you got the Nubian aspect, which could be documented. And then you got the Islamic motherfucking Hebrew shit. There's nothing but smoking motherfucking mirrors. And so you blend it in. So if the nigga had done any true and real research on ancient Egypt, he would have known to discard the Islam and but he kept, and he added on top of it. And then before long, after the Nubian, and see, that's when I watched. See, I had to go back and rewind the reel. See, when he was a motherfucking Nubian Islamic Hebrew, when he was into the Islamic expression, that's when he attacked Dr. Ben and Dr. Clarke and ancient Egypt. See, that hypocritical motherfucker. And I don't give a fuck who don't like you. Bitch ass nigga. I don't give a fuck what you don't like. The facts is the motherfucking facts. Nigga, he attacked Dr. Ben and Dr. Clarke, called them demons. I put that shit up there. I'm done with you, bitch. And I don't give a fuck who follow you. Bitch, I don't give a fuck about none of you motherfuckers. If you ride with that, fuck you. I don't give a fuck. And y'all niggas know how I ride. You understand what I'm saying? When I heard that motherfucker, I would find New Wop. I say, man, and I asked him. I say, did you hear that nigga call Dr. Ben and Dr. Clarke demons? And they wouldn't, they would try to act like, or that's when he, and they'll make up any motherfucking excuse that they could to justify that whole ass nigga disrespecting Dr. Ben and Dr. And right on the video, disrespected ancient Egypt. Said all that he motherfucker had all kind of gods and you know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third, and you know what I'm saying? And then the nigga went right down to Georgia and set his whole platform up around ancient Egypt. Man, get the fuck out of here, nigga. You wanted to be Dr. Ben. Nigga, that's all you wanted some type of validation from Dr. Ben and Dr. Clarke, and you did not get it. And so at that point in time, nigga, you went into slander. You slandered Dr. Ben and Dr. Clarke with your fake ass. You see what I'm saying? And so, in seeing that, you know what I'm saying? And seeing the hypocrisy in that. You know what I'm saying? When I heard that, like I said, I would see New Wabians, and I asked them, because I want them to stand on righteousness. They say they righteous, and then they get mad when a motherfucker cut into his bitch ass. But yet and still, that nigga whole platform was about, exposing this man, exposing that man, exposing this motherfucking organization. But damn, it ain't no fun when the motherfucking rabbit got the motherfucking gun. When somebody take the same motherfucking platform, but got a harder truth and a bigger motherfucking gun, and one that's really loaded, with the truth, and blasting that bitch, then you motherfuckers cry foul. That's how I know you niggas ain't about no goddamn truth. I know, and when I used to see how they plagiarized even the images, took a dead cracker on a cross and put that motherfucker on the ark, had Jesus on. I say, look, see See the mind game, how he takes, you know, and it wasn't even no Christianity at the time of ancient Egypt. You see, you know, ain't even no Jesus at the time or Serapis at the time of the great, you know, the greatness of ancient Egypt, and you didn't took a symbol and you didn't converge this wickedness upon that which was sacred. Then I knew, I say, this nigga's making up anything. You understand what I'm saying? He making up with it. And like, again, when you watch the nigga, and I'm not even in the chat because I'm going to go in on this bitch ass nigga. Ain't nothing a nigga could say. I got your motherfucking number, nigga. I got my moderators don't have no mercy on these hoes. Straight up, you know, if any disrespect, nigga, slice them. Get their ass or block their motherfucking ass. You understand what I'm saying on the spot? Because we going in on you fake niggas for disrespecting our elders, nigga. You understand? You gonna get whatever the fuck. And then and just to show you the hypocrisy, he was trying to go in on Yahweh being Yahweh, say the nigga talking about he come from a spaceship and shit and this, that, and the third, and they and ridicule the man. You know, if I don't, you know, listen, I don't never hate on no black man going to jail. Okay, I ain't, you know, that's the worst thing for my family. You know, so you know, unless you done did some wicked, you know, like took another innocent African's life, nigga, or something like that, or on some whole shit, nigga. You know, I tend to, you know, I don't root for no black man going no goddamn jail. So he ridiculed Yahweh being Yahweh, got the tape, said the nigga talking about he come from his daddy got a spaceship. I heard the shit. And that, you know, don't, you know, he ridiculed him about, and the motherfucker literally took much of Yahweh being Yahweh platform. Cause then he came down on the spaceship. Nigga Malachi Z York say he from planet so and so. You understand? And got to talking the same UFO shit. And then he went out and he disgraced with his head down in his hands in shame, went out the same motherfucking way. But see, the sword that you swing, nigga, if a motherfucker get his hand on it, he gonna swing it your way, nigga. And so you cannot be mad when a motherfucker step to you with the same motherfucker sword. And so that's what happened. You see what I'm saying? Showing you the hypocrisy of that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't for, you know, if black man, if he want to teach that, that's all right. That's all right. But when you get to disrespecting on a level, now if you're in a debate, now that's, you know, but you getting personal, motherfucker. You getting personal. You calling Dr. Ben, Dr. Clarke demons and shit. You know, you foul, nigga. You out of pocket. You out of pocket at that motherfucking time, and you need to be dealt with. Like I said, when I used to see New Nubians, right? You know, you know, and I tried, but because your teacher then slandered the great master teachers, you understand what of the African-centered community, it's hard for you to even you can't even fucking look me in my eye because you already know the shit fire. And it really no way to bridge the shit because you slandered the gods. You slandered Dr. Ben and Dr. Clarke. So it's really no excuse that you can legitimately give for the nigga. So even though I see you and I like your vibe, I like your gear, your necklaces, your whole regalia, want to give you props because your teacher was a slanderer, you know in your heart, it's no way to bridge the gap. Because if a motherfucker did your teacher the same way, you know how you would fucking feel, you bitch ass niggas. That's why I don't show you no respect. You know what I'm saying? Because when it come time to another man's teacher, then you come up with all the excuses in the world. But soon as a motherfucker say something about this child molestation ass nigga, then you up in your motherfucking feelings. Now let me get back to when I used to see New Wabians, right? I used to say, did you hear what he said about Dr. Ben and Dr. Clarke? And you know, motherfuckers would literally get silent. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I would tell them? You know what I would tell them? I say, if the nigga would have said that shit in my face, I'd have knocked his motherfucking ass out. I'd have dropped his ass. I tell it and I say it again. If he had said it in my presence, I'd have knocked his ass out. And if you don't like it, bitch, do something about it. Flat the fuck out. I said it before and I'll say it again with your slanderous ass. You understand what I'm saying? You paved the way. Ain't nobody set you up, nigga. Ain't nobody set your bitch ass up. You paved the way to be where you at right now. That's why them motherfucking Muslims ran your bitch ass up out of Brooklyn, because you was up there running off at your motherfucking mouth, talking, you talking about Islam, and I do the same goddamn thing too, nigga, but I stick to the facts. You got slanderous, nigga. So if they don't like what the fuck I say, that's okay. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't got to slander, and if I say something that you just don't like, I guarantee you it's based on the facts. It's based on the facts as I see it. I don't just up and say, oh, a mother, and just, personally cut into a motherfucker. If you done something that require motherfucker to personally speak on your ass, then that you laid the road for that. You understand what I'm saying? But just to up and start calling leaders or they just demons, they ain't even thinking about you. I ain't even heard Dr. Ben, Dr. Clarke even mention your motherfucking name at all. At all. But you could go up in your motherfucking books. You got Dr. Ben and shit all up in there and some slanderous ass testimony, this, that, and the third, because he won't validate the shit that you talking about. And I talked to Dr. Ben, and you can see it on the video. He say the nigga even tried to have him killed. That's what he said. He said the nigga tried to have him killed. That was right out of Dr. Ben's mouth. I ain't nothing else I could say to your bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing else. You was a slick Morris Day looking ass nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Morris Day singing love songs ass nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Then come up out and I don't, another motherfucker. And even though I was listening to Bobby Hemming. See, Bobby, and like I say, I use motherfuckers for what they worth. Yes, the nigga Bobby Hemming is into a whole lot of crazy shit with that theosophy and all, but he know the shit. So he knew that the nigga was using much of that shit from them goddamn theosophist teachers. Ain't nobody dumb, nigga. You think everybody ain't read books? That's why, Crackers was cracking his ass. Putting the motherfucking book side by, he no different than nobody else. That's why you see all these phony ass niggas got 100 books and 200 books and 300 books. Nigga, it take a goddamn lifetime to write one that's worth classic status. What the fuck is you talking about? Nigga, get the fuck out of here, nigga. The amount of time to do the research to make sure that a manuscript is classic, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Would take a lifetime and motherfuckers got 100 books and 200 goddamn and 300 books. Okay, well, motherfucker, show me. When did you do the research, nigga? So you was a scandalous ass, cut and paste ass nigga, cutting, pasting and shit, add a little words here and shit of your own, and then put a whole goddamn chapter of another nigga shit in your book, okay? And then you gonna, I wrote 400 books, or I wrote 100 books. Nigga, get the fuck out of here, nigga. All that shit is garbage. 400 garbage ass scrolls, nigga, that any general student of the culture could crack that shit like an eggshell, okay? And so, you know what I'm saying? When I heard the motherfucking video and this nigga disrespected Dr. I was in shock because the way he said it and he talked about ancient Egypt and shit. And then even one of them videos and shit where this nigga sent one of them fake ass, I think he was from the uh that's when he was a Muslim. And he sent this fake nigga up in the goddamn Dr. Ben lecture and to try to disrupt the same fucking lecture that he had on the video where he disrespected Dr. Ben, put his face all in the video. Dr. Ben don't even give a fuck about Malachi Z. York. Don't even have to mention him. You know, Dr. Ben had, thousands and Dr. Ben loved all over the world. Dr. Clarke loved all over the world. You understand what I'm saying? When I went to Egypt and shit, you know what I'm saying? All I could hear was Nubians and, all types of Egyptians calling Dr. Ben. And we didn't even go with Dr. Ben. But Dr. Ben have been bringing so many black people to Egypt. It was just by, I went with Ashraf Kwesi. But at the same time, if they saw any black that had came from the West, they figured Dr. Ben had brought them over there. So I was just walking through Egypt, and you know what? They was Dr. Ben, Dr. Ben bring you, Dr. Ben. And so right there, that just let me know the effect that Dr. Ben had even in Egypt. You see what I'm saying? This nigga was still over here talking about Asalama motherfucking fake him, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? This nigga wanted to be Dr. Ben, tried to, even when he took on that goddamn Masonic shit. You understand? If you watch the nigga, and I'm being 100. If you watch the nigga, as he go from each train of thought, he go from the top to the top to the top. You never see the nigga develop up to that point. Rabbi. You don't just become the motherfucking rabbi. Nigga, it takes training to become a rabbi. Nigga, it takes years of understanding, what that train of thought is about. So this nigga goes from rabbi to chief, Black Thunderbolt, whatever the fuck that nigga name. He's Mahdi. You understand what I'm saying? He went from, then he come up out of the Mahdi into now he's a motherfucking he's chief this, and then he's Grandmaster 720. See, he's seen Dr. Ben in his books putting high priest of the Egyptian mystery system 360 degrees. And so this motherfucker went from the Mahdi to all of a sudden he's 720 Mason, Freemason, and Muslims, it's against Muslims' religion to even be a motherfucking Mason. You know what I'm saying? So damn, if you just left this train of thought to go in, how the fuck you go straight to 720? Nigga, you can't even show me when you got the first degree or the second degree or the third. So he goes from the top to the top to the top to the top to the top. You never see no stages of development in the nigga. That's his way of usurping the train of thought and being able to dictate doctrine to motherfuckers. Now he can control the doctrine because he's at the top. Then when he was a motherfucking a Nubian Islamic Hebrew, whatever the fuck he was always talking about he was from the Sudanese bloodline. And then the niggas are your Mancy Moore, whatever the fuck. I say, well, goddamn, nigga, what is you? You don't know what the fuck that this man, that nigga is a serious chameleon. You don't know what the fuck. It remind me of that motherfucking video where Scooby-Doo and goddamn Shaggy and shit is in the haunted house. And the motherfucking ghost, it's like a long hallway with about 30 doors in it. And so you see Scooby and Shaggy run in one door. And then the motherfucker ghost run in the door with them. And then you see them run out the goddamn door. And understand, and the ghost is chasing them. And then when they come out another door, then Shaggy in the front, the ghost in the middle, and Scooby in the back. Then they come running to another door, come out that door, then Scooby and Shaggy chasing the ghost. You can't chase a spook, nigga. You can't chase a spook, nigga, because they're going to go out of one door into another door. Out of that door into another, and that's all that he did. Run out of one door, and niggas, and niggas call that debate. No, nigga, once you see the truth, nigga, you about know the right road. You know, you ain't gonna know all the information, but you know the right road. It's too many, great minds that had already figured that ancient Egypt is the light of the world. You understand the facts of what was left, nigga? We don't even have to argue. Nobody else can ain't even comparing. So whether we know all about ancient Egypt or not, we have the greatest, consciousness to understand that Egypt gave birth to the modern world. That's just all it is to it. Now you can argue it, nigga. You see what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do it because I gotta, I'm trying to get somewhere in my life. And I'm not trying to be spending my time going through some bullshit. And that's why it's so great that these master teachers came to expose that shit. So you wouldn't have to go through the Hebrew or if you went through it and because you didn't know, that's cool. You understand what I'm saying? But yet and still, the nigga still did not lead you to the truth. He created a fucking falsehood. So any motherfucker that spent any time with that motherfucker, you got to start all over, nigga. You got to go back to preschool, nigga, and start the fuck all over, nigga. Cause he done fucked your head up. He done fucked your comprehension up of the civilizations and of our people. Just because a nigga say black this and holy black this, that don't mean shit. Niggas play on niggas' ego with that shit. Talking about Jesus got black feet. So was the Bill Cosby, bitch. But he dropping motherfucking, pills in people's goddamn drinks. Talking about just because a motherfucker, it say a nigga had black feet. So what, motherfuckers? A whole lot of motherfuckers got black feet. Do that make a motherfucker holy? Oh, he had woolly hair. See, they play on certain shit of your ego to say, oh, instead of discarding the shit, they make it black so it's easier for you niggas to swallow. Sprinkling sugar on shit. You understand what I'm saying? And so it's an easier taste to swallow. But it's still shit. No matter how the fuck you look at it, it's still shit. And so, he must be exposed on the greatest level. The information is fucking garbage. Man, listen here. Because if you don't take the time to study some of that shit, not as a believer, as a student of research, I don't ask no motherfucker, go do it. I'll give you the book. I didn't say motherfucker. I read the book. Sodom Misinterpreted. One of my brethren was in that shit. And he brought me over. He had been Xeroxing all the books, that Malachi had wrote so that he could give people this, that, and the third. So one day he said, man, I got tons of that shit in my garage. I said, well, I didn't really want the shit. He brought the shit over. And, because I got, I keep shit on file. I kept, the books and shit and this, that, and the third. And, when it got time for me to get ready to debate polite, we debating that is the white man the devil. I've been fucking with this man since he was a Muslim. I heard him talk about the white man. He had the book showing they had tails and shit. So I'm like, is this nigga stupid? You know what I'm saying? This too motherfucking easy. You know what I'm saying? And so when I started trying to go through all his books, and most of that shit that he gave me was some of the newer shit where he, but I'm trying to get to the books where it say that the white man is the devil, this, that, and the third. That's when and so I seen one saying Sodom Misinterpreted. And I wasn't thinking. I'm thinking he really about to go in on the beats. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers ain't really, let me break this shit down for you. I said, I got me one now. Nigga, when I went off into that motherfucking book right there, I say, wait a minute. What the fuck is this shit? And I just took my time. Nigga, listen. It's almost like when you hit a home run, when you hear that motherfucking ball go, bop, You are, and you see, and you get that good, you damn near know that bitch gone. You know what I'm saying? So when I start going through the motherfucking book, I'm going in it to find where the man is speaking about the white man being the devil. That's what I didn't know I was going to read that. I did not. I did not. And to me, that book was truly a confession of what that nigga was doing down there. No real man gonna write no shit like that. I don't give a fuck what, and ain't no real nigga gonna support no nigga write no shit like that. Nigga, ain't no way I'm gonna say, man, my man, he wrote to be, man, that nigga, I don't know what the fuck that nigga was thinking about when he wrote that shit, but I told him my motherfucking self, nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you? You out your motherfucking mind to be writing some shit like that, nigga, and you supposed to be a Muslim, and you supposed to be a Hebrew. I know them, I don't agree, but I know the basis of what, and ain't nowhere in none of them ideology is you gonna find the justification of homosexuality. So for that nigga, he you know what I'm saying? The nigga spit in the eyes of all those of every train of thought he say he was teaching. He spit in their motherfucking eyes with that garbage. You understand what I'm saying? Because ain't no motherfucking way. He justified that shit in every which way he could from the first page to the end of the page. You see what I'm saying? And so, you know, you got to understand something. And I'm going to tell y'all this, and I'm going to be 100. You know, birds of a feather flock together. You know, and I'm just going to be 100. Okay? I'm just going to be 100. I'm just going to be 100. Birds of a motherfucking feather flock together. And that's why I believe it's a lot of justification, because ain't no way motherfucker a lot of motherfuckers was walking that path. You understand what I'm saying? And to discredit him is to discredit their motherfucking self. And that's why they back him as far as they can back him, because much of that motherfucker is in their ass. A real motherfucker would, you know, and I know it break your heart because a lot of people was really looking for the truth. I'm not disrespect. I know a lot of people was looking for the truth. You understand what I'm saying? And it was an attractive truth. And a lot of people put their heart in it. You understand? And he broke that, he cursed them people. He cursed them people, man. He cursed them people because you're never gonna see that die. You're never gonna see it down. You're never gonna see it down. You never. You understand? So that's a curse. When that nigga got up on that motherfucking stand and pled guilty, and I keep trying to tell motherfuckers this. Listen here, nigga, and talking about he did that to save because they had, listen here. If it comes down to a motherfucker having to plead guilty to touching babies, listen, we gonna have to fight this shit together. But ain't no motherfucking way I'm pleading guilty to no garbage matter. Not just plead, I'm not gonna be a part of it and no at all under no circumstances, because it's the most hideous crime that a person can commit on this planet. That's the most hideous goddamn crime that one can commit on this planet. Disrespect of children like that. And to plead guilty to something like that. Nigga, you don't do it, nigga. You fight it all the way. We going, whoever they snatch up, we gonna fight it. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you. We going down here, but I'm not gonna plead because you cursed them people. When out your mouth, you play, that was a curse, nigga. You will never break that curse. You will never break that curse, nigga. That was a curse. You curse not only yourself, but you guilty. Whether you know, if you plead guilty to something hideous like that. Come on, man. They talking about, man, you going up in little boys and shit. What? Bitch, we fighting this all the way, but no way, nigga, if you was an innocent man, that's all you got is your dignity. Once you lose that, nigga, you might as well leave here. You might as well leave here. So for that nigga to plead guilty to I don't give a fuck, bitch. You can beat me, do whatever the fuck you want to do, bitch. I'm gonna die in this bitch. Bitch, I'll ascend before I motherfucking, let y'all motherfuckers do the world. You got a whole community that love you, nigga, and you gonna out your mouth plead guilty, talking about because they had motherfucker, we all going down. We gonna all fight it as a community, and we gonna keep our motherfucking dignity. But ain't no motherfucking way, nigga, you gonna plead guilty to no shit like that. You done for, nigga. You are done for. You curse the New Nuwabians. And that's why them niggas, and like I say, it's some brothers in the New Nuwabians I have respect for and have love, but because they decided to side with that nigga, then you could be gone, motherfucker. You could be gone. I don't give a fuck. If that's the legacy you want to attach yourself to, you could go right the fuck on head. I wouldn't give a motherfucker about that. You can say whatever you want about Dr. B and Dr. Clarke, and they wasn't no child molesters, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about? That's the nigga, is nothing lower than that. It's nothing lower than that, man. Defiling women. You know what I'm saying? But the children, you know what I'm saying, it is a little lower than that. And that's the lowest, and not fucking with you with that. Them is the two lowest motherfucking, but because children are innocent and cannot defend them goddamn they self. You know what I'm saying? And for a motherfucker to do something like that. You see what I'm saying? That's the most hideous crime that grown-ups, male or female, violating children. And this nigga pled guilty to it. You know what I'm saying? And people can see the drop, the breadcrumbs, the trail of breadcrumbs. And let me tell you something. I can honestly say that when I read Sodom Misinterpreted, that to me was a silent motherfucking confession of what that nigga pled guilty to in that damn courtroom with his fucking head down in shame. In shame. In shame. Nigga with your hands in shame. I say, you know what? You get what you ask for, nigga. Straight up. And you get what you ask for. And that in reality is what the fuck you asked for. And so, like I say, I stand on my square. I don't have, if I would have just kept to the facts of what he was teaching. I could have destroyed his ass just with that. I didn't have to cut into his character. He could have been, you got some motherfuckers you can fuck with. There ain't no dirty motherfucker. No, you can have talks with him. Sit down and have a talk with him. You might be on something else, but the motherfucker a good nigga. You know what I'm saying? A good nigga, you can talk to him and shit, this, that, and the third, have a conversation and keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? And if I don't agree with you, I'm going to debate you on the information, shake your hand. After I done smacked you up, I'm going to smack you up, I'm going to shake your hand, and I'll see you the next time I come around. You know what I'm saying? We see each other, we can still break bread, laugh, crack some jokes. You understand? You still my brother. And as long as you're black, we down, we on the same team. You're a little confused about what you believe in, but I can respect your manhood. I can respect your manhood. I can respect your Africanness. I can respect your blackness, even though I don't, I'm not agreeing with your ideology. I could do that. You see what I'm saying? And so if the nigga had not disrespected Dr. Ben and Dr. Clarke, and in his confusion, he really believed what the fuck, I would have just kept it on the information. But the nigga had a very lowly character to me. You understand? The disrespect elders, man. Wait a minute, dog. If you do not, but you call the master teachers demons. You call the man and you call the ancestors demons. You disrespect it. You understand? You spit in the womb of your own ancestors, nigga. You spit in the womb of your own mother when you did that, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You done violated on a very serious level. You understand? And then when I heard Doc, and y'all heard it for yourself, I had a video where I say Dr. Ben say he also tried to have me killed. He said that more than once. I didn't record the second time. I just was talking to him. You know what I'm saying? He said, yeah, he tried to have me killed too. I say, man, what kind of shit is this? You know what I'm saying? So we don't even know what the fuck be going on behind the scenes and shit with these old, and whatever they call them, egomaniac motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I don't listen to me. Listen to me. I provide my people with information that valuable, and I feel that is valuable. I do the research. I get the information on why I know it to be valuable. And you can take it, you can dissect it, you can use it for your own benefit or not use it. I don't give a fuck. You know, that's up to you. You niggas thinking that somehow, you know, teachers is supposed to be some type of saviors or messiah. Motherfucker, I give you the information. As a teacher, I'm supposed to develop my students where they have the ability, that they have the firepower to go out here and be progressive. You understand what I'm saying? And be successful and know the enemies on the battlefield, know all the players, and and know their resume, so that when they get out here, that they know what they're looking at. They know they know how to be winners in this game of life. You know, knowing what the situation that you're in, showing you the situation, showing you what you're going to have to correct to get this shit right. That's what I do. If you do not want to use the information, that's quite all right. You understand me? Because my life, you know, I love my people, but my life ain't bent on whether a motherfucker love me or, you know, I put the information out there. That's what I do. And I know my shit is hard, nigga, because I'm here, nigga. I done seen motherfuckers come out here, bitch, you out of here, nigga. You out of here, nigga. I done seen so many niggas come and go. Nigga, Suten Seti here to stay. Nigga, I'm not going no motherfucking where. You know what I'm saying? Because I got enough, all that bullshit, I'm cracking you niggas like eggs. Nigga, it's no problem, nigga. And so, you know, I know where I'm at, and I'm very comfortable at where I'm at. You know, and I don't have to motherfuckers know if they feel that they chest is, that bitch is, stick it out, nigga. Stick that motherfucker on out, nigga. I'm gonna crack that motherfucker chest, nigga. So many niggas have come, many niggas have fallen. You know what I'm saying? Many niggas come, many have fallen, many more gonna fall. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm real with what I believe in, what I know. You understand what I'm saying? And I study that shit and I passes it to my people so that they would know and not be, the next victim to some nigga creating some goddamn mystical magic. And that's why Bobby Hemmett cut into his ass. Because the same shit that Bobby Hemmett was already studying them crazy ass crackers because he crazy too. So you thinking motherfuckers ain't reading. It's a lot of black people out here been reading that shit, reading the information far longer than Malachi Z. York. What the fuck is you talking about? So see, these niggas thinking that they could go in books that they believe people ain't studied. That's the same thing Noble Drew Ali ass did. These niggas he went into the Aquarian gospel of Jesus Christ. And then he went into unto thee I grant. Nigga, it's the information age, nigga. All of that shit wide open, nigga. You could damn near put that book on, and nigga, any similar sentence or paragraph or pop up, nigga. They got they got software like that, nigga. Nigga, this was in damn near 100 years before you took it, nigga. You cribbed it, nigga. So that's what they was doing, not knowing that in the future it would be the information age where all information would be wide open to the public, and all that shit you niggas stole is now visible to the public, and we see you for what the fuck you is. Okay? So you ain't wrote no 400 nothing. Okay? And a couple of you other niggas out here cribbing books ain't wrote nothing. You niggas cutting pasting out there. You niggas is the master of cutting paste. Nigga put a couple of words in there to, you know, but you've been exposed today. And so family, August 4th, me and Pharaoh, we getting up on the black horses. General Seti, the original Black Knight, riding out here on the horse, swinging the sword of truth, swinging the sword of Mayat. And you understand, severing all the heads of the liars, the slanderers, and the rest of you coon ass niggas. You understand what I'm saying? And so August 4th, of course, as you can see, is not gonna be no different. And so we have to continue because somebody got to clear the path for the babies. See, for your own ego, you gonna take up and send them babies out there down to another ignorant ass niggas. You understand? Evil plot to violate the children and shit, mentally, spiritually, and fit. See, niggas, and that's another thing. He ain't the only one. See, that's what our brain got. I know, when you talk about, no, nigga, he ain't the only one. That's the key. And I want motherfuckers to know that. He ain't the only one. And that's why niggas shake. You see what I'm saying? I want y'all to understand that. That's why them niggas get quiet. That's why they so because really the defense of him is the defense of themselves. Because birds of a motherfucking feather flock together. He was not the only one. Okay? He was not. It was, eyes was open. But mouths was closed. You see? Ears was open. But mouths was closed. See? Motherfuckers saw what was going on. They seen the indicators. Huh? They seen the indicators. Because logically, if a motherfucker say this was going on, all this time, and was you down there? And the logical question is gonna become, well, did you see something? You didn't see, how he put the women over here, the babies over there, man sleeping with other man's wives and shit, and is that just a rumor? You didn't see none of that? You didn't see that, huh? All that time you was, no. Yeah. Yeah, nigga. Yeah. Yeah, nigga. Did you go down there with your woman, nigga? Nigga. Did you go down there with your woman, nigga? Because you know what? The next question gonna be, nigga. So motherfuckers you don't even want the snowball to start rolling. You understand what I'm saying? So motherfuckers gonna plead the fifth. That's what niggas gonna do. That's what you call pleading the fifth. Because in reality, the whole goddamn operation gonna be what, and that don't mean everybody. No, it don't. Cause some niggas is just down there humming and chanting and and trying to be spiritual. You know what I'm saying? But other motherfuckers in a higher, position, they know what's going on. You know what's going on. And you allowed the shit to happen. You allowed it to happen. You know, right along with that nigga, and you're just as motherfucking guilty as he is. That's the reality. You just as motherfucking guilty as he is, and that's why they till this motherfucking day support that man. Even after out of his own motherfucking mouth said he pled guilty. Nigga, you the God. Nigga, you come from another fucking universe. You don't break like that. Oh, they got my people. Motherfucker, we riding. You nigga, you get your sale, I get my sale. Nigga, we gonna have our 10 cups up in this bitch. We gonna be beating on the motherfucking bars, nigga. We going into the hole. We gonna be some disgruntled niggas up in here because y'all motherfuckers violated the righteous. But never, never would the Son of God ever confess to such hideous, 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 hideous crime. You curse them motherfuckers. Y'all curse. Straight up. Straight up. I think, and I'm just being 100. I think, you know, when you looking at a spooky story, y'all niggas got a spooky story. Curse. Y'all very well may be, you know, and I'm about to end. The fact is, the nigga he pled guilty. Not just, you know, people think it's girls, nigga, it was boys. It was boys too. Y'all got to understand that. So the homosexual aspect of that, touching boys and doing and having young men come out and motherfuckers on some silly shit. Nigga, somebody then, you know, and then you get this nigga Bambada and all these niggas out here touching on these babies with y'all nasty asses. Y'all some nasty ass niggas. Boy, I hope motherfucker, if y'all was in the old country, nigga, man, niggas been dissected you niggas. Straight the fuck up. Y'all niggas deserve, you know, y'all niggas need to be dissected. Straight up. On some real shit. You know what I'm saying? And so when a motherfucker start making excuses, nigga, I have to look at you, nigga. I'm like, nigga, did that nigga touch you or have you been touched? Nigga? To be justifying shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas is on some silly shit, nigga. Y'all got to hear the cries of them babies, nigga, and answer what's the matter? What happened? You know what I'm saying? Pull the baby aside. Baby say, you know what, nigga, what? And nigga answer the cries of them babies and stop falling for that sick shit that these grown ass niggas trying to pass on to the public like they the motherfucking victim. Get the fuck out of here, man. Ain't now one of you motherfuckers. And then when you see the baby, you want to call the baby a liar. A liar. Oh, man. Y'all some foul niggas. And if we was in the old country, nigga, y'all niggas deserve decapitation and deserve to be dissected. Straight up for that sickness, nigga. Y'all niggas, y'all already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? And so we got to lay this shit out. You know, again and again and again and again. And that's why I had to be, you know, the nigga I am. You know what I'm saying? This is what the nigga on. This is what the nigga justified. So when the nigga went down there, when that nigga put that Sodom misinterpreted out there, and you know, and then he went down, that was the silent confession then of what the fuck he was doing. That book is a silent confession. And you know, motherfuckers always bringing up all these other books, the holy tablets. And nigga, Did y'all read this one? Did y'all read this one? And say, and the motherfucker said, oh, he don't discriminate. That you could become a member of the Holy Tabernacle Ministries and shit. So if you don't discriminate, then we would assume that they was in there. Damn, I mean, you acting like somebody slandering you. The motherfucker, he say he don't discriminate, that they could become a member. Well, if that's the case, then we would expect that they would have been members of the Holy Tabernacle Ministry, which means all that sick shit was going on inside of the Holy, and you could call it and say, oh, that nigga, and that shit went on in the New Wabians too. Yeah. Like it, nigga. I don't give a fuck. You know I don't. You know I don't. Ain't no slander. Ain't no motherfucking slander. Anything I say, I get a verification of why this is what I say. I don't just up and just slander out of nowhere. No, nigga, I come with the motherfucker with the facts. Now you can interpret or misinterpret the facts as you choose. But the reality is, most people in their right mind, when they a real nigga, I ain't talking about no other kind of nigga. I ain't talking about no other kind of nigga but a real nigga. A real nigga. Do you hear me? To all my brothers out there, a real fucking nigga. Reading that, gonna throw that bitch straight in the garbage. We ain't gonna even discuss it. The first, I literally was in shock. I say, what? Nigga, you're done. You're done, nigga. You're done. You're done. Okay? Now that was the one book he didn't crib. That nigga just wrote from his heart. He wrote from his heart, and that's the motherfucking dagger. The dagger that he got in it, stuck in his heart, was the one he handed to motherfucker. He handed it to a nigga and say, nigga, take me. And that's exactly what I did. Took it and stuck it in his heart. He gave it to me, baby. Okay? So family, August 4th, listen. Don't come with no weak heart. Don't come with no weak heart. Don't do it. You got to see what these egotistical maniac cult motherfuckers is into. This nigga Malachi Z. York is the black Aleister Crowley. That's what the fuck he is. He's the worst of the worst. Him and Farrakhan running neck and neck. You understand what I'm saying? But he's the worst of the worst. He's in front of Farrakhan. He's in front of Farrakhan. Farrakhan right behind him for killing Malcolm and Khalid, two of the great prophets of the black community. Yeah, and a whole lot of other shit. He's right behind him. But this nigga right here, he wears the crown of the most disgraceful, low, you understand what I'm saying? Dirty, slanderous motherfuckers of all time. And when you come here, you're going to see the facts laid out. Not just on, because we know a lot about what he been doing, but the information, his chameleon, character, how he weaves all this lies together, pulling the people in, and his sickness. And his sickness on top of it. To show family, man. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't give a fuck where you niggas is at. There is no hole that you can hide in. We coming with the flamethrower. We coming and you can crawl in the hole. And that's when niggas crawl in holes, we bring the flamethrower. That's just like in World War II. The Japanese was on the island and them motherfuckers dug down in them tunnels. And then, you know, the United States went over there and shit, and they was dug down in them tunnels kind of deep. And, you know, they couldn't get them out. You know what they came over there with to get their ass up out of there? That motherfucking flamethrower. They went down in motherfuckers and went right to that hole and stuck that flamethrower down there. And then they started pulling out motherfucking charcoal broiled motherfucking Japanese bodies and shit. You understand what I'm saying? Letting motherfuckers know there's no hole that you can run in. Because when you run into that rat hole, we gonna bring the flamethrower. So August 4th is that day. You could go right down into the description. Family, go right on down there in the description. Get that ticket. It's most definitely going to be a shocking experience. It's going to be shocking. So I'm telling you right now, don't come with no weak heart. Don't come like, you know, no. This is on the level of psychological madness. You know, and we have to cleanse and purify many times. So this is not for the spiritual weak. You know, be prepared for a spiritual awakening on a deep level. You know what I'm saying? To where, you know, many niggas might just break down. You know what I'm saying? In the means of this, and I could see niggas tears coming out their eyes because the release is now. You need the release. You need the release. Many of our family need and let it go and let it go. This is the time for family to come and see it for their motherfucking self. Lay it all on. Be free yourself. You don't have to hold that curse. Let it go. Cleanse and detoxify. You understand what I'm saying? Spiritual purification is necessary. Many of our family, you holding on to it. You understand what I'm saying? And it could become cancerous, and it could become a sickness in the body. A sickness in the many niggas psychologically is sick because they holding on to the curse. Gotta let it go. Gotta let it go. Free yourself. Don't let it go. Free yourself. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have to hold that curse. So hit that link, be in the house. We doing this for the family. We doing it for the people. You understand what I'm saying? All right, family. Now, I'm going to be right black. King Seti. And I hate to even fucking attach nothing to this. I won't. Be back for the next video real soon. Got a very special surprise for the family. Don't want to use this at all. At all. For that beautiful information that I got for the people. But come right back. Come right back, family. If you're heavy-hearted, you know, you need a couple seconds to get yourself together, that's all right. Burn you some incense, put you some meditation, or don't just get quiet and go into the mind. If you got to cry and let some of that shit out, go ahead, let the tears out. Let it on out. Let it on out. Don't hold it in. Get you, meditate. Going deep into the mind and ask the ancestors for the answer. Lay it on the scales of my eye and ask the ancestors for the answers. But holding on to that shit is what you don't want to do. All right, family, let me go into the chat. Let me go into the chat. How we doing out there, family? How we doing out there? You gonna get yourself together. Go and get yourself together. I want to come right black. I want to take y'all on to the General's new marketplace and show y'all some things, family. Black Pop.